Not the Hollywood stuff where the guy gets the girl because he's got abs and a trust fund. Real love is showing up at 2 a.m. with Pepto-Bismol and the crackers she likes. Real love is remembering she hates cilantro and ordering her burrito without it, even when the server rolls his eyes. Real love is driving 3 hours across Denver because once, months ago, she said she missed those weird French macarons. I'm Marcus Hale, 29. I own Hale's European Auto, the place rich people bring their temperamental toys. BMWs that need software to change a radio station. Audis that throw tantrums. Mercedes that cost more to maintain than most people's rent. Business is good. My hands are calloused. I built it from zero. For 4 years, I built my world around Kirsten Wallace. Petite, blonde, green eyes, a laugh like wind chimes. Every Friday, I bought her white roses with baby's breath from Mrs. Chun on Maple, late-night shoulder rubs, surprise dinners at her favorite little Italian spot, pickups when her car acted up, rom-coms on the couch making all the right noises, at the right moments. To me, love wasn't grand gestures. It was showing up every day. Then there was Francine Wallace, Kirsten's mother. Imagine a Real Housewife audition. Expensive highlights, a frozen forehead, pearls that shout, "I'm married."
Money.
Every dinner felt like a trial for the crime of being middle class. Such a shame you didn't finish college, Marcus. Is that truck professional enough? And she'd glance at Van Prescott's BMW across the street, purring his name like a credit increase. Van, real estate golden boy, perfect teeth, penthouse views. Francine dropped his name into every conversation until it stuck like gum. I stayed polite. I swallowed the digs. I thought patience would win. It wasn't noble. It was permission. Kirsten would squeeze my hand under the table and whisper, "You know how Mom is." But she never told her mother to back off. When it came to keeping Mom happy versus defending me, guess who lost? Every time. I should have ended it there. I didn't. The setup Francine joined a country club she'd once called. Too casual. Then accidentally befriended Eleanor Prescott, Van's mother. Suddenly, Van was everywhere. The farmer's market, work events, even our Tuesday trivia night. "Coincidence?" Francine squealed. "Sure. Babe, your mom is upgrading your boyfriend," I said. Kirsten called me insecure. Classic move. Make. The guy raising the alarm, the problem. Brunch became a weekly foursome. Me, Kirsten, Francine, and Van. He sat across from Kirsten. I sat beside Francine getting a running commentary on his accomplishments. Soon Kirsten was asking about my 5-year plan and diversifying income streams. Those weren't her words. They were, "Here's the gala night." Then came the Children's Hospital Charity Gala, Francine's masterpiece. I should have gone. But at 2 a.m., my brother Rodney called, terrified. "Gambling debts, the kind you don't negotiate. I got him a one-way ticket to Portland and a job with our cousin. I drove him to the airport." "I can't go to the gala," I told Kirsten. She calculated the fallout. "Okay, but you owe me for this." She texted pictures that night, the black dress, the ballroom, the perfect smiles. Then, silence. "Food poisoning," she said the next day. "Rain check." Right. The distance began. Short calls, public meetups, guilt in her eyes. And Van kept popping up wherever we'd go. 2 weeks later, she showed up at my shop. "I'm pregnant," she blurted. 6 weeks. I did the math. Gala night. I didn't scream. I didn't throw tools. A cold calm washed over me because 2 years earlier, during a short breakup, I'd had a vasectomy. I planned to reverse it when we were ready. I never told her because I didn't want pressure on our timeline. That secret had just become evidence. I went to her appointment. I asked the right questions. I held her hand. That evening, I gave her one last chance. "Kirsten, is there anything you want to tell me?" She smiled the practiced smile. "Just that I love you, and I'm excited for our future." So I gathered proof. The evidence thanked God for sloppy digital hygiene and iCloud. I found the voicemail to her best friend, Simone. I messed up, Simone. I slept with Van at the gala. I'm pregnant. If Marcus finds out, he'll leave. Maybe, if I time it right, he'll think it's his. Then the texts between Francine and Eleanor. Van is very interested in Kirsten. We should create opportunities. Marcus is sweet, but Kirsten needs real security. Van would be perfect. And finally, my medical record from Dr. Sarah Chun, vasectomy, procedure date, and successful follow-ups. The dinner bombshelly booked Bistro Blanc, Francine's favorite white tablecloth spot. Everyone arrived glowing. Francine looked like she expected a proposal. I set a small Bluetooth speaker on the table. Let's set the mood. Play Kirsten's voice filled the room, the confession to Simone. Silence detonated. I read the texts aloud. Harold, Kirsten's dad, went from confused to furious. You did this, he told his wife. Then I placed my medical record by the breadbasket. I had a vasectomy 2 years ago. That baby isn't mine. Chaos. Francine stammered. Harold shook with anger. Kirsten cried. I placed $200 on the table. For dinner, mine and hers. I looked at Francine. You wanted money over love. Too bad the man with money won't want the mess he made. And I walked out. Fallout Harold called later. He apologized. He filed for divorce after 43 years. Francine tried to spin the story. No one bought it. Van vanished. The second things got real. I drew a hard line. No contact. My lawyer drafted the paperwork. Kirsten had 30 days to collect her things. I wired her $10,000 to land on her feet. Then I blocked numbers. The shop thrived. Real friends. Closed ranks. And I noticed someone who'd been right there all along, Thea Lawson. Thea's a veterinarian with grease on her fingers and a real smile. She tips in homemade cookies and conversation. She doesn't need me to be anything but exactly who I am. Kirsten saw us at a coffee shop. She approached, belly just showing. I would have raised that baby if you'd told me the truth, I said. But you traded real love for a fantasy. Don't ask me for pity now. Thea squeezed my hand, steady, not possessive. I knew I'd found something worth keeping. Kirsten's life unraveled. Job loss, eviction, a hush money offer from Van's wife. I didn't gloat. Much. Mostly, I breathed. The speech that ended it, at that dinner table, right before I left, I said what needed saying. You look down on me because my hands are dirty. Those hands built a future for your daughter. Money can buy houses and vacations. It can't buy loyalty. It can't buy love. And now she has neither. Today I'm married to Thea. We have a son named Atlas. Our life is built on honesty, not illusions. Kirsten has her daughter, Helena, and whatever she's rebuilt from the ashes. Our paths don't cross, and that's perfect. Lesson learned. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Love with conditions isn't love. It's convenience, and convenience expires. Sometimes the best revenge isn't a mic drop. It's living well while others live with the consequences they created.